All right, ready? Pick a number 1 to 5.
2, 4, 3, 5.
Okay, so I'm going to apply this to your arm, and all this is just a, like I said, it's just a pretty cheap kind of prosthetic. It's supposed to be a broken bone. I'm just going to apply it to your forearm, just so you guys can see how to do this, okay? So, spirit gum remover. Spirit gum stinks to high heaven. It also is really, really hard to get off. That's why they give you a remover. Okay. So just to give you an idea of what we're talking about.
Do I have to smell that?
Well, just to let you know. This is going to go on your body. There you go. It's potent, right? I mean, it's not the end of the world.
It smells like vodka, but...
Well, yeah, okay, you should know what that smells like. It's
No,
very think like nail polish remover. It's kind of what, okay. I was hoping for nail polish remover. You went for vodka, but that's okay. All right, so here's what's going to happen. So it comes in this little teeny tiny brush. Okay. Just like rubber cement, little dab will do you. You don't need a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm actually going to apply. I'll move this stuff for your arm real quick. Thanks.
Oh, hey, you can see my burn. Like
Yeah,
my
there you
actual
go.
burn.
That's fun. So we're going to place it. I'm going to kind of size it up ahead of time. We're going to kind of place it there-ish. Okay. And when we're done, we're definitely going to, I'll peel this off to you, or off, and show you how to clean it up too. So move your arm. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take some of the spirit gum. I'm going to apply a little bit to kind of where I want it to be. You're going to feel a tightness on your skin, and it's going to sting. Okay. And notice I'm just kind of tap, tap, tap-a-roo, right? Not really painting it on, I'm just kind of putting it down. And you can see it, it's pretty shiny stuff. It's glue. That's basically what it is. So I'm going to take the latex prosthetic, and all this is latex. Same stuff we just applied to our arm. Latex. Okay? I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to kind of plunk it on about where I want it to be. So something like that. Now notice, I didn't totally do a huge outline, right? I kind of put it on first, kind of get it on there. And notice I've got these little sides. So now I'm going to go back. Again, put a little bit on the latex itself, put a little bit on your arm, tap, tap, tap-a-roo. And just like rubber cement, you want to give it a little bit to dry. It will not automatically cling to the skin. It's not like you put it on and it just magically sticks. It's not crazy glue or anything. You have to wait for it to really kind of get a little tacky by air drying. So again, less is more. Don't apply a whole crazy much to it. It's just not good. Again, I'm just kind of going around. Tap, tap, tap around. You feel a tightness a little bit?
A little bit, like near the center.
Near the center, absolutely. So that's kind of where it's starting to dry. So again, notice it's not taking all that long, but it definitely is doing its thing. So I'll tell you, whenever you're done, even after the spirit gum remover, you'll definitely feel a little bit like a film. That'll go away after you get a shower and everything else. It just takes a little while. Again, it's a glue. That's all it is. All right, so we've got this going on. Just going to focus real quick. So again, I'm going to kind of let it air dry for a second. And slowly kind of start to stick this stuff down. Now, for yours, whenever you're doing it to your clients tomorrow, we'll call them your clients, whenever you're doing it to the students tomorrow, take the time to kind of make sure every little flap is kind of sealed before you continue. For today, I'm just going to kind of keep moving forward because we're going to run low on time here today. Okay, so it's on there, right? It feels pretty good? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now from this point forward, I'm just going to basically use the same old tricks that I already know how to do, right? So I can use a little bit of liquid latex. And if there's a spot that's kind of picking up, I can always put a little liquid latex right on top. And this, again, liquid latex really helps seal all the little flappies, right? So something like that, right? Now I'm not going to do the whole thing again for time. Okay. Notice how I'm really kind of spreading it out. I want it to dry, so the thinner it is, the quicker it will dry. But at the same time, too, by spreading it out, it kind of allows the eye to kind of blend into the rest of the arm. All right. The next step, I'm going to go through, once this is totally dry, I'm going to go through and start adding on some of the skin makeup to start blending it in. Obviously, your skin is not that color. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's not totally dry yet. Let's see. Okay. Again, I'm gonna mix and match my colors. Start kind of blending it in. Okay. Don't be afraid to get really up onto it. That's okay. So again, you can kind of see the seal is still there, and if I spent more time with the liquid latex, I could even get rid of that little ridge of where the seal is. But again, we're kind of rushing for the sake of time. So I go through, kind of blend it out. Now, what we didn't talk about yet was the amazement that is this little stipple brush. So watch. I can take some of the skin tone, maybe some of the darker skin tone, see how it kind of stabs into it a little bit, and I can kind of start freckling the arm. That'll make it feel a lot more real. But on top of that even, I can go over here, just the smallest amount of that. And again, you can kind of see little tiny freckles start to appear. And it's those little freckles that really kind of help blend into the skin. You have pores and things like that. You can do this as well with like wounds, where what I can do is grab a little bit of the red and kind of work that wound, almost like it's sprayed a little bit. Like that. Okay, so this guy really gives you a very realistic texture very quickly. So you've got your wound down, we've kind of sealed it up. At this point then, I'm going to use the same tricks I've already used. Even though this is already red, it's a pretty crappy red. So we're going to go ahead and kind of touch up in there. And again, kind of go through, get my own colors up in there, right? I would then go through and continue, eventually adding in fake blood and everything else. But that would be it. That's how you apply a prosthetic. That's it. Okay. When you're totally done with this prosthesis, you're going to go ahead, try to get rid of as much of the paint as possible. I'm just going to literally wipe it away. And you'll see, just like rubber cement, all that liquid latex comes right off. Liquid latex, again, other than getting it out of your hair, is very easy to get rid of. Spirit gum, however, is not as easy. So you'll feel a tear. I'm very sorry. It's like a Band-Aid. We could go through. I know, I'm going to. We could go through and actually take a little bit at a time and kind of dap it along, and it will slowly eat at the glue. But it's much easier to do that. You okay? Okay, good. So this is still kind of sticky. I'm actually going to leave it go because I want it to dry. But you notice how your arm, notice how it's still kind of shiny looking. I'm going to have you rotate here. See how it's still kind of shiny? You can almost see where the outline is. So for that, again, this is why we have the spirit gum remover. Now this will probably be during like second or even the beginning of third period tomorrow. You guys shouldn't have to think all that much about it. If there's someone that has a prosthesis, send them my way and I'll help take care of them. This should feel pretty cool to the skin. So this is almost, I honestly don't even know what it's made out of, but I should, I guess.
It smells like tea tree oil.
Yeah, it's kind of tea tree oil. It's definitely oil based, and all it's doing is, again, just breaking that glue down. Now you're still going to feel a film from that glue. You're still going to feel that, but it should get rid of most of the stickiness, so that whenever you go, and I'll let you in a second, whenever you go back to the sink and kind of rinse off your arm, the water will take care of the liquid latex, but you want to use this stuff. And again, you can see I've used it relatively sparingly. I don't need to use a lot. It's just enough to kind of smooth out some of that gunk that is the glue, so you get kind of a smoother arm, and then you can rinse all that off, and it should take care of it. Okay? That's it. Thank you very much. So, there's that.